Hi, first grade. So right now we're working on our pattern animals. We've been working on our different animals, practicing our drawing skills. We've also talked a little bit about math and about patterns, and we use patterns to design the inside of our animal. Now today we're going to be coloring. I'm going to teach you a new technique for using the crayon, and we're going to go ahead and color. And then next time we will cut these out and put them on black paper so that they're really bold and beautiful in the hallway. So now my armadillo has a mouth, has some ears, some lines, and it has some lines on its tail. I followed the directions that it gave me. Now I have finished my animal, so I can take my tutorial and I can put it back into the blue folder. So I'm going to kindly open the folder and put it back so that my other friends at my table may use this. Now I need to fill up all of these sections with different patterns of line. Now today we're going to be filling up our animal with different patterns of lines. Here are some of my favorite. However, you can choose the ones that you like, and you can also create your own line that no one has ever seen before. So now I'm gonna go in and use some of those different line types. So in this section right here, I'm gonna go in and put some wavy lines. But you know what, on his face, I think I'm gonna do some patterns of spiral lines. Maybe he likes spirals, I don't know. This is my creation, you can do yours your way. Maybe in this section right here, I'm gonna mix it up. So instead of doing just one line, maybe I'm doing an A-B pattern, which means that it goes A, B, A, B, A, B, and I can do zigzag, circles, and zigzag, and maybe it'll just keep on repeating. I want you to be creative. Use all the different line types that you want to use, and maybe you can make one up. So I'm gonna keep on going. Maybe I'll do a castle line in here. Or if I'm feeling really creative, maybe I can make this castle line a little bit more interesting. Maybe inside of the castle lines, I have boxes. And that way it is two different types of pattern. It's a pattern of line and a pattern of shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on adding pattern to all those different parts of the body. Whew, that took a second. But look, I added some different lines and patterns to all the different parts of my animal, even the face. So now that I have added pattern, I'm ready for the next step. The next step involves Sharpie. However, you need to raise your hand and check with me so that I can come by, take a look at it, double check and make sure that there's no areas that need some more lines or patterns, and then I will give you the Sharpie. You're going to use the Sharpie to go over all of these lines and highlight them and make them bold so that when we start coloring, it's going to make your patterns really show up because I know you worked really hard on them. Ooh-wee, that was a whole lot of hard work. I went over every single line with that Sharpie. That's what I want you to do, and I know that's a lot, but I think you're gonna be so proud of how many different lines that you could think of and how awesome your pattern animal looks. So now it's time to color. We are gonna be using the crayons because we have to use a new technique called hard and waxy. So hard and waxy is very different. So when we color with crayon, sometimes people will tell you to carefully color softly, but today I don't want you to do that. I actually want you to press really hard on the crayon. Notice the difference. One's really light, one shows up the color really dark. So we're gonna color our animal dark. I also want you to think about maybe using color patterns, because remember, patterns can be shapes, they can be lines, they can be really anything, but they can also be color. So maybe I have purple here, I can split it up and I can do something on the other side and make it more interesting by adding different colors. So on the other side of that purple, I put orange because it makes it more interesting. These animals do not have to look real, they can look a little crazy. So feel free to use as many different colors as you can find to color these animals. But remember, you need to color hard and waxy so that they show up really nice in the hallway. Woo-wee, so I'm out of time. I tried coloring as much as I can. I will finish the next coloring next time I see you. This should take a full day, so please don't rush the coloring. Remember, use different colors to make it interesting. You can use different patterns of color. You can mix it up and be the creative artist that I know that you are. We're not gonna do anything else with this. Please don't draw anything in the background. Please don't draw it where it's gonna live, because we are gonna cut this out next time. So please don't do anything that you wouldn't wanna end up in the trash. So I think that y'all are gonna do a fantabulous job, and I am so excited to see what these will look like. Be awesome, my creative artists.